Hey, we
What
got
up?
99 neighbors in the house. What's
Yo,
up,
what's
y'all?
good? What's going on?
Man, look, there's a lot of you guys, so I gotta know who's in the room.
Yeah, we got Aiden,
I'm Juju.
and
Juju, Aiden,
I'm Swank.
Samba. Oh, so we got the producers in the house, right?
Samba's over there. He's making a beat right now. I'm one of the
Man,
vocalists. That's the producer, and then this is a vocalist as well.
man, I mess with you guys heavy. I'm super excited to have you guys on. For anyone who doesn't know, we got 99 neighbors on. They got a new pack out, QWOP and Basement. Man, when I heard that Basement, I was taking a run this morning. I kept going, I took that motherfucker for a ride from the basement. Took that motherfucker for a ride from the basement. Who did that?
That's man's on the hook.
Man, you killed that hook. That whole record is crazy. Both songs are crazy.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, the other song is actually pronounced QWOP.
QWOP, my bad, bro.
No, you good. It's just like back. So we're from Vermont, and that's just like what I would call a quarter pound of weed.
I was gonna ask that. I'm glad we got that out of the way. So all you guys are from Vermont, correct?
All of us
Burlington?
grew up around Burlington besides Jared, who we met through University of Vermont. But he's,
Oh wow.
he's from
Shout out Vermont. Man, I did a little bit of research on Vermont. First off, shout out South Burlington High. If I'm correct, the group began there, right?
So a lot of the people there.
Yeah, Aiden went there. Juju went to Burlington High School. I went to a Catholic school like 10 minutes away. Like every like high school and town within Burlington is all like 10 to 20 minutes apart. So like a majority of our group went to South Burlington, but then like even the ones who didn't, we all just knew each other because of the small like town.
Y'all always have mutual friends and shit like that. Especially
Yeah, I looked it up. It's one of the craziest, like when I was researching how you guys all found each other, it was like divine intervention. Like two of you, like Sam and Hank played football and lacrosse, right? In school together. And then Caleb and Julian, you guys linked over SoundCloud and found out you guys live a mile away from each other.
Actually, that was Sam and Samba that linked us. And funny enough, Samba and I have actually known each other since we were like infants.
Yeah, they got a baby pic together.
Wow. You know how many people I've known since infants, and I don't talk to any of them anymore. So that's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the name, 99 Neighbors. I know there's 9 of you guys. So does having 9 members have to do anything with the name?
Not really, actually. That was kind of just coincidental because we were called that before we had 9 members, right? Yeah. I think we've had that name since before. There's been 9 people.
Yeah, there's like a couple reasons. I don't know. There's couple different scenarios for that name. You know, like I remember during like an era, like I think Sam was recording some like just like voice memos at a party. And just for like projects, you know, it's nice to have voice memos. And like, I guess the neighbor came in and was like, "Yo, can y'all keep it down? The neighbor's 99 years old." So like, that was
wow.
I think on a bananagram that came up as well. So
wow.
One of the reasons I think that the name resonated with like people in the group that other folks as well would tell you is that like Sam and Samba and Hank used to live in this apartment on College Street in Burlington, and they had kind of an open door policy where like people would come and go throughout the day, but the rule was that you had to be working on art in some kind, like a free-flowing thing, and then the name kind of just embodied that principle, so they rolled with it.
That's super dope because I saw a lot of comparisons to Odd Future, to Brockhampton, but to me, you guys really reminded me of Wu-Tang. Like, I really thought about the Wu. I love the Wu. Shout out the Wu, the RZA, the GZA, ODB, Inspector Deck, Ghostface Killer, you know, all of them. Yeah. But you guys really reminded me of the Wu because, A, they got 9 members. You know, the reason that's 36 chambers is they got 4 chambers of their heart. So all 9 of them together, you're getting 36 chambers. So I thought the 9 of y'all had, like, 11 crazy neighbors or some shit, and you guys were like, we're 99 neighbors, you know. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's like D12, like they all got their 6 of them with 2 personalities.
Exactly.
That's so hard to me.
It is, right? That's why I was literally all day, I was like, I gotta figure out why are they 99 neighbors. I looked up your neighborhoods. I thought maybe there was like 99 blocks between you guys. But no, you guys remind me a lot of the Wu-Tang because the Wu-Tang was a collective of people, all different. That was the whole thing, was like ODB was off beat, Method Man was crazy, methodical, Ghostface was giving you some like raw stories. You're almost like, ugh. And it all meshed so well, and the key behind it was a production. You know, RZA, GZA, they were in the back making sure that production was top line. And when I look at you guys are a collective. Everyone's different. I haven't heard a song and heard two people go back and forth and not be able to distinguish it.
Yeah.
So what brought you guys together as a group? I want you guys to kind of explain your journey of what brought the 9 members together.
I mean, basically, like, it's through growing up in Burlington, Vermont. It's a very, like, close-knit community. And, like, even through going to different high schools and middle schools and all that, like, I went to a Catholic middle school and a Catholic high school, but since I was in the town over, I would still, like, see Sam and Hank at, like, parties or something. Like, me and, like, Sam played basketball against each other in, like, high school. So, like, we all just met each other, like, through doing things within Burlington, you know? And then, like, whether it was sports or, like, just, like, rapping at parties, like, me, Sam, and Hank actually, like, tried to form a rap group when we were, like, 16 or, like, 17 or something called Greenhouse, but it just never worked. But, like, we kind of just, like, always had that inspiration to make music. And I guess we all just, like, worked through, like, the years of working with each other. We just kind of realized that we can actually do this, you know? Like, we started off as individuals, but, like, we wanted to form a group to bring our individuality in that word out. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think what's so beautiful about it is, like, when you watch that movie on Queen, like, some of their best songs, like "We Will Rock You," was written by the drummer, and so I think, like, Freddie Mercury wouldn't have written all them hits alone, and I think for you guys, like, you never know who's gonna write the big one, but you guys being together,
like, "Fuck No," the chorus on "Fuck No," that's Samba. You know, Samba wrote that, so, like, that's super cool. You know, that, like, we were able to collab with that and, like, make that song. You know, it's doing pretty well so far, you know, and, like, that, and that's written
doing really well.
And that chorus that's so catchy, Samba wrote, you know. So, like, Samba is really, he's actually deep in, like, the writing game.
So the people in the audience watching know you guys got over 4.5 million streams on that record. Samba wrote himself a hit. That's crazy.
Yeah, he killed that.
Shout out to Samba, man. Producers don't get enough love. I've been telling people for years, behind every big artist is a dope producer, even from, like, Bad Boy to Death Row to everything you're hearing now. So Samba, shout out, man. You do not go unknown or underappreciated.
He's over there with phones on, but I'll let him know.
Yeah, good looking. Let me ask you guys about your hometown, because you guys are young, if I'm correct. I don't know exactly, but you guys seem young.
We range from 19 to 24.
Oh, yeah, you guys are young as hell. Okay, so let's talk about your area. Now, I know around the high school, this might be random, but when I was in high school, we had, like, one food spot. It was Del Taco. Everything after school happened at Del. You got into a fight, it was at Del. You were going on a date, it was at Del. What was that joint in your hood, your neighborhood that everyone was out?
Yeah, probably Al's. Yeah, that's, like, a local, like, restaurant in Vermont. It's one of them, like, old school diners, but, like, they got the most fire fries I've ever had. Like, one of the fries that, like, my dad, when his buddy moved out to California, he would ask my dad to send him fries through the mail. So, like, it would
through the mail, French fries.
Yeah, he needed them, bro. Like,
they're not good by the time you get them.
I don't know, bro. You put them in the oven, they might be all right. But yeah, like, that, you know, Taco Bell was big for me in high school. Me and my boys would just, like, it was a U-Mall, you know, so, like, low key, that was when we were
University Mall, right?
Yeah.
Right up the street. I imagine that's where everything went down. Like, everyone, like, here
in high school, that was a big spot. You know, like, we were all, like, sneakerheads too, so, like, we would low key, like, cop a pair of shoes and, like, walk around the mall and, like, think we nice with it. And, like,
of course,
really funny, yeah.
And
then, of course,
parents own a bakery too called August 1st, which is super fire.
Yeah.
Shout out August 1st, everyone. Make sure you go get your pastries there.
Yeah, it's real good.
Yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing. And now you guys are in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to, if I did my research correct, Samba's sister is married to Pat the manager, right?
No.
Oh, she's married to Cal Rawlings, who's our manager.
Yeah.
God, I'm messing up, bro. I thought you guys were managed by Pat.
That's just super funny. No worries at all. No, yeah, so
it gets confusing because Pat doesn't actually do, like, a direct management role, like artist management for us. He works on our labels team with Nice Work, who's
that makes sense.
But so, like, he has the title of Pat the manager. It's kind of like what he goes by on his socials and stuff. So sometimes people get confused because Cal's our manager.
Got it. Shout out Cal. I did not mean to slight you. Yo, your Wikipedia got some fake news on there. We got to get that updated ASAP.
We'll figure that out. But yeah, so, like, so Samba and Liv are siblings, and then Cal and Liv are married. So
okay. So what took you guys to Chicago?
So when we ended up signing with Warner and the joint venture Nice Work, which was started by Pat Corcoran, also Pat the manager, and we just formed this relationship with them that had us move here, you know?
Yeah, it's also like it was convenient because it's before coronavirus when we had anticipated that we were going to be doing shows and stuff. It was a good idea to be like in the middle of the country so you can access each coast.
Absolutely, absolutely.
LA to the East Coast gets really expensive, especially.
Yeah, and you guys were a great team, man. I worked with Nate Fox back in the day, so shout out the whole Sox family: Nate Fox, Donnie Trumpet, Peter Cottondale, JP Floyd, Eric EB, Chance, of course, Pat. Great people to have, working with you guys. Have you guys had a chance to work with any of the producers over there?
Not quite yet. We've met them. Some of them, like we know Knox. We've met Knox a couple times. I had a chance to meet Peter very briefly, and we've like run into Chance before. We haven't gotten a chance to like work with them on a personal basis yet. It would be really cool eventually in the future. That would be really dope.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna ask, how does that work when you collaborate with others? Because you got 9 of you in the group. So do you guys take collaborations, or are you like, nah, we're fine, dude. We got everything here.
That's something that like hasn't been a huge focus to us right now because
Definitely open to it.
yeah, we're like, and that doesn't mean we're not open. It's just like right now we're working on this project, so we've been very dialed in that sense. You know, like once the option becomes available, I think that's going to be a very interesting time because we will see how that dynamic will work.
It's going to be very interesting because with nine of you guys, you look at like Migos. For a while, it was like Offset was the head dude, and then it switched to Quavo, and then it's like people are talking about Takeoff. And one thing I admire about the Migos is no matter what people are saying on the outside, they're good. Like their unit's been solid since day one.
They're solid for sure. I feel like one thing is like it could definitely end up being kind of overwhelming if it was like 9 people plus bringing in outside artists as well. But I do think that working with other artists on a day-to-day basis, like not being a solo act, like being in a group, also like prepares you for that stuff too. So
absolutely,
we'll each have like kind of unique skills if we go into sessions with other artists in the future that we developed here, maybe even without knowing.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of collectives. Like one of my favorite ones is 1500 or Nothing. 1500 or Nothing is just the biggest LA production team out, and they're essentially a big network of producers. Not huge, but their team, everyone is incredible. They are all Grammy winners, but together they represent 1500 or Nothing. They do all the Jay-Z shows. They're a dope live band. So I see you guys in that vein. Like you guys are going to branch out.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Man, so what's going to keep 99 Neighbors together for 99 years? Like what about you guys is going to keep y'all tight?
A lot of weed, man.
Sativa or indica? What do y'all mess with?
Where I'm at in the
Sativa
day.
for the studio.
Yeah, indica for night.
Why?
Yeah,
Why
that was
that?
never. Yeah, see, that was never a thing until we got a good plug. You know what I'm saying? Before it was like, that bag works.
No, but once you get that rapper weed, it's different. That indica hits different.
I don't think we there yet, but we taking the stairs. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes. Got out of mid.
Yeah.
Let me ask you some more about the group and like the group dynamic. So what does it mean to you guys to represent Burlington? Because there isn't, I looked it up, there's not much music, banging music. There's some cats like Fish came out of Burlington, saw a dude that worked with George Clinton, Leonard Skinner, Peter Keys. But like you guys can really, like what does it mean to hold down your city for you guys?
I think being from Burlington is one of like the coolest things about us because like it's like one of those unknown treasures you find because the place itself is just so cool and there wasn't really a big hip hop scene in there before. You know, there was like the OGs in like the town who were like rapping around and then just the people who you would just rap with when you would freestyle and stuff, you know. But there's no one ever really like putting music out.
Yeah,
you know?
It was mostly like live stuff. Like there wasn't much recorded music like product.
Yeah, and like when SoundCloud was like more of like a thing than it is now, I'd say it's still great now, but just like the OG SoundCloud days, like that was when like me hanging like you would just like all of us were releasing like stuff on there just like for fun, and then like we all realized like like we're actually pretty good at this, let's get together, and then like all the collaborations happened.
But yeah, as far as like representing Burlington, I feel like kind of we sort of just like take whatever people feel of that nature in stride. So like we don't like go out of our way to like, because I don't personally feel like, I don't know if I'll ever feel like I represent a place. That's kind of like a big title, you know what I mean? But I think that it's really, really like a pleasure to be associated with Burlington. and like be able
Absolutely.
to
No, you guys
all
gotta
that.
hold down.
Yeah, yeah.
It's,
So
it's,
You
yeah,
know the
it's,
biggest name? Do you guys know the biggest name out of Burlington? I want you guys to guess the biggest name I found out of there.
gotta be Bernie or Fish.
Ted Bundy.
Oh yeah, I
I
forgot. He
forgot,
was
bro.
born.
He was born.
He was born
Yeah.
across from CP Smith, which is like one of the
Yeah,
most
you guys got to put your city on the map because all you got holding it down right now is
I
Ted
forgot he
Bundy.
was born there.
That's
That's
mad
crazy. Yeah,
funny.
you
All
probably
right.
could find his house like real close to
Yeah,
our
we
high
could. You
school.
could skate there real quick.
That's not cool at all. So, yeah,
Damn, no, it's all good, man. Like it's not that doesn't reflect on you
Oh
guys, but
yeah,
you
not at
guys
all.
got that. You got to put your city on the map. Look what Prince did for St. Paul. Like, you
Facts.
know, Prince put Minneapolis on the map, and that's a great city full of so much musical talent. Shout out my guy Side Reel Ski, the founder of Dash, all from the area. But Prince, really, I think after Prince, you see an influx of
yeah.
talent coming out of there.
Yeah, it'd be really, really interesting to see like if any doors open as a result of us like trying to put out music coming from Burlington. I think that would be like one of the most
That'd be the
important
coolest
like
thing.
measures of success for us is like if we were able to provide more opportunities like music wise back home.
You will, and you're going to inspire a lot of younger cats under you guys who see it and saw it coming from their neighborhood. I'm from Los Angeles, so like my whole life I've been able to look at the Tupacs, the Kendricks, the rest in peace, the Nipseys. So I think for you guys, it's so important that the nine of you guys, are giving this vision to these young kids, and even older cats are in the area who are like, shit, I can make it out of here.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that a
That's
lot.
dope to you. Thank you.
No, man, it's super dope of you guys to be holding it down. Everything I look up, it says Burlington. Like you guys wear it proudly, which I think is dope.
Cool place to be from, man. I'm really proud to be from there.
Man, let's go back to 2019 in January. You guys released Television. How did that change your life?
Oh my god.
I mean, we here.
Dude, it totally
That's
flipped
right.
everything on its
Yeah.
head. Absolutely, just like threw us through a tornado.
Right? Because you guys got signed in July. So that's 7 months. Within 7 months of the release of that, from my research, which is probably all wrong because Wikipedia is all out of whack.
Oh no, don't worry. Yeah. We it came out on New Year's Day, so the first day of 2019, and then we signed like a couple months after, like you said. But things started to get pretty crazy, like right after it kind of came out, because we were all kind of in different positions. Like for instance, I was at college actually, like kind of coming home to work, and like so people had to make decisions to like quit their jobs or drop out of school, and like making like big life decisions kind of out of nowhere based on the success of this one like homemade project type thing. And what actually happened was Jared, who's our DJ, and is really,
Shout out, Jared.
yeah, shout out to Jay Fear, and helps on production as well, and like runs a lot of our tech stuff. Is really good with that stuff. He put the project on Reddit on the r/Chance the Rapper, I think, like subreddit.
And like the childish, a lot of like the like.
Yeah, and
Like,
it started to like just kind of gain a lot of upvotes and attention, and like they actually thought that we were using bots and stuff to like, I guess, get the album spread around. So it
Yeah.
but I think that was that and Hilly Dilly were kind of like the place that a lot of different labels kind of found the project and expressed their interest, and eventually we kind of started talking to Warner and Pat, like we said. But
and then
in that time span, it got really crazy really quickly. Making those decisions about if we're going to go all in on this career path and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of figuring stuff out. But it was like, Pat hit us up on Instagram, like through the DMs, and was like, yo, like, I fuck with y'all music. Like, I was listening to, like, Champion, like, in an Uber, and, like, it came on Spotify. And, like, he was just like, what's up? And, like, we got that DM, like, woke up on fucking whatever day it was, and just to get that. And we were like, oh, my God, all right.
Yeah, change your life.
Yeah, it's like, I called Sam, like, tweaking out because he wasn't with me at the time. I was like, bro, like, get over here, like, ASAP, please. Like, it was crazy, man. So it's been an eventful past year, that's for sure.
Yeah, and that really goes to show to everyone, even to myself and anyone trying to get to that next level of wherever they're at in their career. You never know what it's going to take. It might be a Reddit post. It might be a comment on a Instagram post. It might be like a SoundCloud drop you do or a little video ad. And I think it goes to show you never know. You just got to try. Keep throwing the pasta on the wall. Wait for it to stick.
100%. Yeah, I was just reading about a kid the other day, a producer who just like wasn't really fucking with this beat that he made, but he decided to post it anyway, and then like a label bought it for like $10K.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Something like that.
Wow, yeah. The dude who produced Old Town Road, if I'm correct, put it up on BeatStars. Lil Nas X copped it for $30. A year later, they're both worth well over, I'm sure, 30 million.
I think the same thing happened with Panda, my designer. So
Yep.
It's a good mantra to have, like you were saying, just to like continue to try and put stuff out. And, happen.
Man, what an amazing story. So let's talk about you guys in the pandemic. There's 9 of you guys. Are you guys all in Chicago?
Yeah, we're all under the same house, but a couple people were able to get home to go see some family for a little bit, and I think some others might be doing that as well soon. But yeah, for the most part, we all live under the same roof.
So you guys must have crazy records in the vault. If you guys have been in the same roof for this long?
Yeah, we definitely got some really cool shit that I'm very proud of. Yeah, for sure. I don't know.
Let's talk about QWOP, right? Did I say it right this time?
Yeah, QWOP. There you go. Yeah.
QWOP and Basement. So what inspired you guys to put out those 2 songs as kind of like a double feature, and why those 2?
We wanted to, like, we had kind of been battling, like, we wanted to put out music, and we last song we had put out was 19, and it was like we had the option to, and I guess we kind of wanted to go the route of just like bars, just like high energy, because like as a group we just want to show that, like, I don't know, we can hit a lot of ranges and stuff, and this time we just wanted to rap, and
bro, the energy was high, like,
and that was, and like QWOP was like formed because like on the only stop we were able to go to on our tour, we were in Denver before everything got shut down, and we met a plug out there who just gave us a quarter pound of weed for free. And like
the day of our flight.
Yeah, it was the night before our flight. So like I was like, I'm definitely not like trying to leave any of this. So we pretty much we brought all of it through the airport and back to Chicago with us, and it was just basically the chorus was influenced by that whole situation.
Wow, shout out to the plug. We're not saying his name, but shout out to the plug in Denver.
That's man's though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so
we were able he inspired a hit like crazy.
Yeah, and then we were able to make a really cool visual out of it, so I'm really like happy that worked out. And then Basement was just kind of like formed from just almost like a little bit of anger. We were in a studio session with Lito at the time. One of our really great collaborator and friend of ours, and he just put on this beat at like almost the end of a session, and we were like, oh fuck, all right. And then we all just started writing. The hook came about, and then through like a bunch of like twists and turns, it turned into the beat it is now. And
the record is, shout out to the genius to your left who wrote that hook, because I went on a run this morning, so I was trying to run a mile.
Yeah.
I was listening to your songs about like towards the end of the mile. I was like, wait, let me hear it. The second you started chanting, I took that motherfucker for a ride from the basement. Dog, I ran 2 miles. Like, it literally pushed me to just do another mile. I played it twice because the way you built that record up actually is why I bring up Queen. Because when Queen did We Will Rock You, at least from the way the movie, they began with a boom, boom, and they added the words, realizing people can easily stomp, stomp, clap. Yeah. You gave us a melody. Before the beat drop, you had me hooked on it, saying, I took a motherfucker for a ride from the basement. Yeah, and then when the beat hit.
Yeah, it was just like, I think I wrote, like, Lito asked, like, what I could do on the song. And, like, I don't normally write raps that much. I'm more of a singer. And that's kind of the way I'm oriented to write, too. But, like, yeah, so I tried to write something. I tried to write a verse, and it was trash. And I just thought of that like one sentence, and I was like, well, this sounds like dumb and cool, and let's go with this. And then I don't know, it took off. Like,
what did that mean to you though? So like, I ran an extra mile playing that song 2 times. That's how long it takes my fat ass to run a mile. What does that mean to you?
It's great. I mean, that's obviously exactly that's better than we could hope for dropping any song. Like that's having like a real life impact on it in any capacity.
What was the inspo behind the hook? Like, what was the meaning?
Yeah, like what does that mean to take someone on a ride? From the basement.
I think like when I wrote the sentence, it was. I was kind of just thinking about like where we were, because like we were sitting in like this really nice like studio that like I never would have thought we'd sit in for at least a long time. Like we were in a situation that was so insane to me that I was like, wow, like I don't know, like how do I make this into something like grimy? and like that was I wrote that one sentence and I was like, if there's anything else other than this, it'll be too much. So let's just.
No, that makes sense because you guys came from the basement and now you're taking us all on a ride.
Hopefully, yeah.
Oh shit! I see what you did there.
He's a genius, bro. Let me tell you, in hip hop today, a lot of the best music isn't coming from hip hop cats. It's Lil Nas X. That's really a country record thrown over some hip hop trap beat. So
Yeah.
I think your contribution to the group might really be what takes you guys from MTV Awards to Grammys.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I think it's just all about being aware of what space you're in, being aware of what is appropriate for you to do in that space, and then doing everything you can to do hip hop justice, do the music you're trying to make justice, and do the people around you justice.
Man, you did it, bro. You did it. Shout out to you. Aiden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so bad with names. Hey,
No,
let's
you're
shout
good.
out the whole group. We got Sam, we got Hank, we got Connor, Slank, we got Aiden, we got Caleb, Samba, we got Juju, we got Jay Fear, Shane, and Cal. Shout out to all 9 of y'all, geniuses, young geniuses.
Yo.
Man, let me ask you guys a great question I want to ask you guys. If you can add one member, the 10th member of the group, anyone in the game right now, who would it be and why?
Oof.
It can be a producer, it can be a singer, it can be a dancer, an artist, rapper. Who do you guys add? Who would be the 10th member to 99 Neighbors?
Oh
Oh,
man,
my
this is like a
Okay,
fucking,
uh,
oh man, oh who would I go?
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm
What do you
probably
got, Swan?
going-
What do you got?
I'm probably going Lil Sims.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
that's
I was gonna say Kate, the girl who sings the OG Love Kush.
Oh yeah, OG Kush Love.
OG, yeah, her voice
Oh,
is
is it OG? Yeah.
her voice is OD. I would say Tierra Whack too, but I need like a I think we need like a crazy singing voice. I don't know how.
I would
I love Tierra.
I would definitely just
I don't
want
know
to
if she
hear
could
like
be
I would
singing.
want to
Michael
hear.
Bublé.
Well, I'll put Justin
Elton
Timberlake,
John.
bro. Fuck it.
How well do you guys know your old school music?
Pretty well.
What's
It
old
depends,
school?
But
Let's see. So if I pop this vinyl up, do you guys know what this is?
No.
Nah, bro.
That is We Are the World.
That's the
We
Quincy
Are
Jones.
the World.
Mike,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There we go. Everyone was on this. Quincy,
Dude, we were
Michael.
watching the Quincy documentary the other day just for fun, like rewatching it, and the scenes where they're recording that shit, and then it goes straight to just him in his living room, and you can see the Thriller plaque
Oh
behind
my
him.
God, that
It's
plaque
the
is
funniest
huge.
plaque I've ever seen because it's just so many times platinum.
It's ridiculous. Like, it can't even fit in there. And what's crazy is people don't know Quincy Jones, produced most of Thriller, most of Off the Wall, almost everything MJ. He also wrote and produced for Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
He also did the Austin Powers theme song. It's
Really?
crazy.
He
That's OD.
wrote and produced for Frank Sinatra and did all the composition and his strings and his band as well, and was his band. He's a freak. Quincy
He
Jones.
is. I've ran into a lot of people in my time in this industry, and when I walked by him at LAX once, I froze. I just was like,
He's one of the few people that I think that like would completely paralyze me to the point of being completely paralyzed.
right. So let me ask you guys, who knows about this?
Is that it?
Sade?
Yeah, Sade. I was gonna say. Yeah.
You guys are young. You cats are young. You haven't fallen in love yet if you don't know about Sade.
Yeah,
I'm liking this going through the vinyls. I see
Sade.
songs in the Key of Life behind you.
Yeah, that is my favorite album ever. To
Definitely
me,
my
that's the
top
best
5.
album ever made.
Definitely in my top 5.
What's an album you guys all agree on, that everyone agrees, like, this is the group's inspiration, or is there like an artist?
Probably a couple we could give.
Yeah, for sure.
Off top, I know that 1999,
Yeah.
Joey Badass is a big one for a lot of people in this group. I know Acid Rap is a big one. For me,
Shout out.
Butterfly is a big one, and Blonde is a big one.
Like
Okay.
YG Tuts, Preacher's Son is a big one. I know for some.
Damn,
people.
you guys got some deep cuts. It's not like Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, which obviously is incredible.
Yeah.
Shout out, but you guys got deep cuts, like real albums that
That's
maybe
really
not
cool.
everyone's heard.
That's what's nice about all like having the group. Like we're all individuals and we all come from different places of music. Sam's mom was a radio show host, so like he grew up like working like around the radio aspect of that. So like he had like that whole like life to like talk about. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't know. Like I grew up like fucking Hootie and the Blowfish was my parents were like so like that type of stuff. So like each of us
diverse musical backgrounds.
Yeah, we all played like instruments growing up, whether that was like drums, guitar, like saxophone. We were all in like jazz bands like throughout middle school and high school. So it's like we all come from like just like music, I guess, you know.
It's beautiful when you hear it in the music. So let's get back into like your music. How does the creative process begin with you guys? It began from the producers, from a few, you know, you guys making the beats and then group text to everyone, or does it begin with like an idea of a song?
It changes every time, bro. Like we don't have one method, you know. It's like
all those things you just said are examples of different ways that we've done it, like in the past week, even.
You know, like one, you know, I could come with lyrics. They could come in with a beat. Someone could come in with like an idea. Someone could come be like, you know, this morning I was like, let's make like a Amy Winehouse, Rex Orange County type thing. And, you know, like just off that, it's like that's where it takes you.
Or people bring reference tracks or like one time, like we were trying to like write a hook all together about just this one like crazy story we had where we went to go buy weed from some dude.
It was terrible.
Insane experience. Yeah. So like we'll do like try and come up with different ways to start things, kick things off. Because it's like sometimes if you like stick to one method of like starting stuff, like it can exhaust that type of inspiration, and like especially if that falls on a particular group of people. Like if we always wanted to start with a hook, then they would get tired of that shit. If they always wanted to start with a beat, we would be like, fuck that. So it kind of changes.
That's beautiful, man. You guys are gonna create some ginormous records. You guys are so early in your career. Like you just broke a year ago and you guys are already booming. So you guys have a bright future ahead of you. I want to get to a couple of the questions from the fans, and while I look those up, what's the best way for a young aspiring artist, producer, singer, songwriter to really catch your guys' ears and get something in your inbox?
Oh, hit the DMs.
Just hit us up. We answer, bro.
Really?
We love talking to them. It's cool, bro. We have, you know, I don't know. It's nice. I got a homie in Slovakia. Shout out my mans. You know
shout out.
You know, it's just cool. It's a really nice opportunity to be able to like talk to a bunch of people. So if we can do
you should be able to find all our IGs from our group page at 99 Neighbors. You can DM the 99 Neighbors account too. So that one has a little bit more traffic in it, but all our individual pages, we all do.
That's the key. That was the key people needed. Stop being lazy, people. Look up the members. Like if you got a beat, shoot it to the producer. If you got a song idea, shoot it to the songwriter.
Those are open. We'll always peep stuff. It's fun. I'll always like join and listen to what fans. That's fun as hell.
Shout out to all the weed that like brought all 90 y'all together and is keeping 99 neighbors in the same block.
Shout out the marijuana.
Shout out Obama for helping, you know, make it more legal, you know, all that.
Shout out weed.
That's amazing, man. So I want to ask one question we got. How long have you known Selena Gomez? I don't know who that was for, if that was for the whole band.
I wish I knew Shorty.
Huh?
We don't know Selena Gomez.
Nobody knows Selena in the group?
As far as I know, no one in 99 Neighbors knows Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
Never mind. I thought I was about to get some crazy Selena Gomez story.
That
did not work.
Somebody knew something that you
did. Yeah, I wish. They don't know.
Let me ask then, your group's very diverse. So last thing I want to ask you guys is, what does it mean to you guys to be such a diverse group of people in 2020 in a world where diversity is, unfortunately, is bringing a lot of people together, but it's also pulling a lot of people apart? What does it mean to you guys to be so diverse?
I think it's like literally the most important thing about us, to be honest, is the individuality and just like the difference in all of us have such wildly different backgrounds. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was true. Myself and him are both adopted. You know what I mean? We don't even live with our birth families. Some people were born in other states out of Vermont. You know what I mean? We just all have different backgrounds.
Yeah, majority of us were born out of Vermont.
We all look different. You know what I mean? So like, I think that aspect of it is kind of what keeps people on their toes when you hear the music, and I think it contributes to our sound in ways that we're not really even aware of.
Absolutely. Now look, I got all of you guys right there, right? The only thing that group is missing is a female. You guys got to get a female in the group to make it like real diverse.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, female vocalist, tap in. Now's your time.
Hit us up.
Yeah, man. Well, do you guys have any other news or anything you want to leave your fans with?
I mean, you know, just go check the new songs QWOP and Basement on Spotify and Apple. You know, there's all streaming platforms, Tidal and everything. You know, there's a music video for QWOP, the whole animation, and then for Basement we did like an 8-second animation loop. You know, and like low key they tie together. You know, if you can. is
Yeah,
kind of
go
cool,
watch
you know.
videos.
But yeah, just like, I don't know, show us
Check out the
love,
new
you
songs.
know?
Check out our old stuff. We
Check out
dropped
Television.
some singles last year, and we had the album out like you mentioned. So, and definitely that.
And yeah, hit us up
Creative
on our
stuff.
IGs. You know, we're always here.
And everyone, jump on the wave now, because look, just from my history of being in the game, anyone that Warner and Pat specifically, them dudes work with, they know what they're doing. And you nine are special, man. You guys are really gonna blow up. So,
Bro, appreciate that a lot, man.
man, no, I appreciate y'all. Keep it going, man. This is gonna be really, really dope. If anyone wants to rewatch this, it'll be on IG Live. Make sure to go here, basement, right now. I took that motherfucker for a ride from the basement. Took that motherfucker for a ride from the basement. That shit is hard, man. Thank you guys so much for
Yeah,
Yo, thanks for having us on,
tapping
baby.
in.
Appreciate your
Yeah,
time a
thank you
lot.
for having us.
Absolutely. My name was Maiwand. Hey, when you guys come to LA, you got a home at Dash. We got a 3-story office, rooftop views. We got a basketball court in the back. We were playing horse with Blueface.
Let's go.
Anytime you guys come to LA, come through. We're gonna have you guys can do an album release. Young Thug did his album release there. Tory Lanez, St. John did a meet and greet right before all this shut down. He came in. So you guys have a home at Dash anytime you're here in LA.
Well, thank you so
bro.
much. I appreciate that a lot.
Much love.
All right, y'all. Have a good day, man.
All right.
Peace.
All right. Anyone still sticking around? Let me tell you guys really quick. Make sure you check out Dash Radio. Dash Radio is 100% free, commercial-less, biggest internet-based radio platform in the world. Everyone from Snoop Dogg to Kylie Jenner. We just had Wayne on there before they went to Apple Music. Ah, man, the list goes on. We had Odd Future Radio. Everyone's on there. We do the big 3 radio. So check out Dash Radio. You do not have to pay a penny. We give you music all day, curated by real DJs, not like your same Spotify playlist. So check us out. We definitely got 99 Neighbors in rotation. Believe that. Make sure to download Dash Radio. Thank you all for tapping in. Shout out 99 Neighbors. Shout out everyone who mentioned the interview. Much love. This is Maiwand. Until next time.